In a Working For You update, more complaints from homeowners in Central Arkansas regarding Entergy. Last week, we spoke to Little Rock neighbors upset after the Entergy Corporation's crews destroyed landscaping in their yards while clearing limbs around power lines.
Since then, stories of dead shrubbery have been growing, and at least one man believes the spray may have killed his dog. Andrew Epperson talked with him, and he's telling his neighbors now to kick Entergy off their property.
Max Blodgett loves playing music around the house, knowing his pet dogs will jump in with some howling harmonies. But Blodgett says the barking band's now one member short after possibly swallowing some chemicals sprayed in his yard by Entergy. Max Blodgett's Pine Bluff house doubles as a stage for his singing pups. But this would be BJ's final concert. He died only hours after this recording. For Blodgett, losing his 6-year-old dog still feels fresh. He died July 6th, not long after Entergy crews sprayed herbicides in his yard.
He was a great dog. A couple days before he had passed, he was, I could tell he was not feeling well.
Blodgett says nobody reached out, letting him know crews would be in his yard. When confronted, the Entergy employee said he was spraying around power lines.
I didn't think too much of it and didn't realize the harm it was going to cause.
As the days passed, death seeped in. First his onions, then blackberry plant.
They were just about ready to be eaten too.
Then BJ.
We've contacted everybody there is to contact, and we don't get much of a response.
In a statement, Entergy said trees and vegetation are the #1 cause of power outages and said the glyphosate-based herbicides aren't toxic. For background, glyphosate is a main ingredient in Roundup. Quote, in addition, the vegetation crews use application methods that are designed to minimize the drift of herbicides outside of Entergy's right-of-way. The statement went on to say, quote, we are sorry to hear of the loss of a beloved pet, before sharing the company's contact info. Blodgett says the yard and the 2 dogs that survived still feel the impact.
Every time it rains, it spreads a little bit more, and they just get a little bit more sick.
Blodgett says there's nothing that can make this right.
Compensation, I don't even know how to put a value number on, my property, let alone my dog.
But to honor BJ, he's asking Entergy to review its practices and prevent something like this from happening again.
They say power corrupts, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. I believe we're victims of this.
Blodgett says he's filed a police report and reached out to the Attorney General's office about this. Other people in the same neighborhood reached out to me to say their yards had also been impacted by the sprays. In studio, Andrew Epperson, KARK 4 News.